Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Oh, baby. Oh boy. Such an exciting Monday in sports across the board. Boy, was last night fun or what? We get the first no-hitter of the season, an impressive one, because it's against the Blue Jays, Houston Astros. Throw a no-hitter last night. Ronel Blanco, to be specific, dominated last night against what some would say one of the most talented lineups in the Blue Jays. Um, Fascinating. We'll definitely dive into that. And other news across the diamond, Trout continuing to have his hot start. 2 home runs last night. Uh, just a night of shutouts. Pitching was on display last night. Cubs, their rookie, forget his name. Iminaga throws 6 innings, 9 strikeouts, just a bunch of shutouts across the board. We will definitely talk MLB. I will recap all of last night's action. Bucks, the Pirates, baby, undefeated, 5-0. Shout out to the Pirates coming out hot in 2024. Man, this is going to be a great year of baseball. The first 5 days have shown us uh, it's some bad teams out there, but it's also some good teams, and it'll be a race of the top of the teams this season. Yankees also undefeated. They 5-0 for the first time since 1992. They got to take on Zach Gallen tonight. Cortez will be on the mound. That'll be a game you must watch if you like baseball. Uh, like I said, we'll recap everything that happened last night. Preview tonight's action on the diamond. Only got one bet for you tonight. I don't know. Bunch of fishy games tonight. It's either the end of the rotation getting their first start, see what they got, or it is a lot of pitchers that struggled in their first start getting their second start. And I don't know. Some of these pitchers, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and expect them to have a bounce back night. Um, and then part of me feels like, hey, maybe this is just what they are. If your ERA is 27 after one start, maybe that's just who you are. Um, but yeah. Also, what everybody's eyes were on, including mine, LSU falling to Iowa. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, round two. Caitlin Clark gets the better of Angel Reese. I mean, Caitlin Clark, I don't have the stats in front of me, but just phenomenal, historic night. I know she had over 11 assists, over 30 points. I mean, she just lights out. I think she hit 9 threes or something like that. I mean, just fabulous game. Watching that game, you couldn't help but be a fan, even as someone who had money on LSU and someone who was an LSU fan. So hey, shout out to Caitlin Clark. Beautiful basketball is beautiful basketball. In the late game last night, freshman phenom Juju Watkins falls to Paige Bucher's experience, beats youth last night. UConn getting the 7-point victory over USC. USC bouncing back as a program. First time in the Elite Eight in a while. First time in Sweet 16 in a while. You love to see it. Especially me as a kid. I don't know why more people don't go to USC for basketball, men and women's. Maybe I'm biased because of loving basketball, but USC always felt like the place to go. We will preview the Final Four in the women's. Touch a little bit on the Final Four in the men's. I might save that for tomorrow. I talked about that at length yesterday. But it's gonna be mainly some MLB, baby. going on today on Captain by a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, fantastic Monday. It is the 2nd of April. Man, the calendar goes from March to April, and the madness still lingers, but it's more organized. The room's been decluttered, cleaned up. There's really no madness left to be there. NC State still has a chance to make some crazy happen, but you get to the Final Four, and it's like, all right, 2 more games. Let's see who the champ is. Baseball starts taking the forefront. Man, it's crazy. I love baseball though. Second favorite sport, as y'all know. Um, Jump into this MLB slate last night. Like I said earlier, a game of shutouts, a day of shutouts. The Mets get shut out by the Tigers. Tigers, 5-0 win. Although the Mets get more hits, 5 hits to the Tigers 4. Don't even put a run on the board. The Mets now fall to 0-4. Tigers 4-0. Somehow the Tigers are plus money today. I'm not saying they're gonna win. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't bet against streaks. That's my number one rule in baseball. I bet with streaks because we've seen streaks go 17, 22, 12 games. So who am I to say it's going to stop? Same thing with the Yankees as far as tonight goes, but last night they get the 5-2 victory over the Diamondbacks. Weaver looking good for the Yankees on the mound. Yankees get 8 hits to the Diamondbacks 4. The Diamondbacks bats, man, they can't afford to be streaky. They need to get their consistency going. I know it's only 5 games in. I'm looking forward to watching them play tonight. A close one between the Guardians and the Mariners out there in Seattle. Seattle gets the 5-4 victory over the Guardians. How about the Cardinals bouncing back? Few bad games. They get the win last night over the Padres. I'm looking forward to watching that game tonight as well. Kyle Gibson, he gets the win. 1-0 on the season, 2.57 ERA for Kyle Gibson, moving over to the Cardinals this offseason. 6-2 victory for the Cardinals. Red Sox 9-0 to the Athletics. That starts the streaks of nothing games. The White Sox lose to the Braves 9-0. Of course, you have the Blue Jays getting completely shut out. No hitter. 0-0-0 across the score for the Blue Jays. Astros hang 10 on them and get the 10-0 win. And of course, mentioned it earlier, the Rockies, the other team to get completely shut out last night. They only get 3 hits, 0 runs against the Cubbies down there on the north side of Chicago. Pirates get an 8-4 victory over the Nationals. Orioles, a game I had much interest in. If you listened to the show yesterday, I gave out the Orioles on the run line at plus money. Pretty good bet. Ends up being 3-4. Orioles up going into the 9th, and I said, the hook's gonna get me. They're gonna win by 1. Luckily, the Royals tie it up in the top of the 9th just for me and my loyal listeners here on Captain by a Hook. Orioles continue in the 9th inning to go ahead and win 6-4, which I'm always still even nervous because if they just walk it off on a single, then they already got somebody on second or third. You only get the 1 run, but I'm glad somebody hit a 2-run bomber to finish that one off. Kimbrel with the save. Shout out to Kimbrel. He gets the win actually in that game. Where we at? Rangers 9-3 over the Rays. Dane Dunning. Bet you haven't heard that one before. The Angels beat the Marlins. Surprised the Marlins are 0-5, coughing over there in the winner's box. Marlins, man, I thought they'd be better coming out the gate, losing to an Angels team who, like I said, Mike Trout, 2 home runs last night. MVP on Mike Trout, 18-1. I know everybody has the injury concerns, but I got a feeling he's about to just turn back into the old Trout. Not that Ohtani was stealing MVPs from him. He wasn't playing the best baseball the last couple years, but I think Trout's going to get him a few more MVPs before he's done. I think this is this is the season, especially the way he started out. I liked him before the season, but his number, like I said, still 18-1, I believe, when I looked at it last. Let me pull that up real quick here. Honestly, I mean, you look at the American League, of course, you do have your Aaron Judges at plus 700. Juan Soto's moved up to plus 370. Before the season, when we talked about this award, I talked about Yordan Alvarez, I talked about Mike Trout, and I talked about Jose Altuve. Jose Altuve is plus 4,000 now. He can always turn it on, but Mike Trout at 18-1 is probably a bet I'm gonna jump on here. I forget the preseason number. I didn't jump on it. I think it was like 2-1. So still at 18-1. I'm probably gonna do that right now. Actually, get on this number while I can. I don't know. He has another hot week. You can see him down there at the 9-1s, which I don't want to miss out. Not saying it's a guarantee. Y'all know how futures go. I don't have to tell y'all that. Let me log in real quick. Man, baseball is officially back, baby. I don't think I missed any games. Giants, Dodgers, the Brooklyn Bums now 5-2. They get the 8-3, 8-3 win over the Giants. Hit the over for us. Also had the over 8.5 on the Braves, White Sox. Good 3-0 day yesterday for the show. A round of applause. No, I don't do victory laps. Even if you don't check in for anything, just check in for the last. And if you do that, you're not hearing this. But if you do it, you're already doing it. You're already winning, baby. Just check in for the last segment. Get the bets going. Before I preview tonight's action on the diamond, I do want to talk a little bit more about this Final Four and the Elite Eight that we witnessed last night. Uh, Caitlin Clark, baby, doing the dang thing. Let me pull this up real quick. Man, I was impressed. And I mean, she's been doing that all season, so I don't know why I was impressed. But it was really the passing, man. She was killing us. She draws so much attention. Every time she stops by the 3-point line, all three people on defense on the break are running at her. Whoever's cutting was wide open all dang night. Sorry, I don't. Takes forever to find women's basketball. Do better. You got North Carolina State, South Carolina. South Carolina 11.5 point favorites. Iowa will be taking on UConn. Iowa 2.5 point favorites. Iowa UConn. That is the game I'm looking forward to the absolute most. But let's look back at last night. Caitlin Clark, 41 points, 7 boards, 12 assists. I mean, sheesh. 94-87 victory for the Hawkeyes of Iowa. They're going back to the Final Four, second year in a row. Angel Reese did have 17 points, 20, yes, 20 rebounds, 3 blocks. She fouled out with about 2 minutes left. They were kind of down 12 already. It got oogly boogly. 45-45 at the half. Iowa just came out in that third quarter and uppercutted them. 24-13 in the third quarter. LSU just was running out of steam. And in the fourth quarter, LSU put some fight. They showed fight, but they were down pretty much 8 to 12 points the entire time. UConn at USC, same thing. Beautiful first half. UConn just steadily stayed ahead. Once they got the lead, never gave it back. They went up about 2 or 3 at the half and just not ran away with it, but just like I said, steadily. Win the third quarter by 4 points, win the fourth quarter by 3. Uh, that's really the difference in the game. I don't remember the halftime score on this one if it was tied, but I think it had to be. It was definitely tied at 33, if my math is correct. Two teams having a great second half last night. Juju Watkins in a losing effort, 29 points, 10 rebounds. The dub. She ain't no scrub. Paige Beckers, or as I like to call her, Miss Buckets, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. I'm looking forward to this UConn-Iowa game like you cannot believe. As much as I hate to say it, LSU-UConn would have been a good game. But I think this is the clash that we need to see. We saw the LSU-Iowa last year. We got the rematch. I think this is going to draw some more people. Paige Bucher's Miss Buckets, after everything she's been through in her career, looking for that redemption. Getting back to the Final Four for the third time in her career. And then, of course, Caitlin Clark. Everybody's saying she ain't great till she win one. She's going to have a tough UConn team in her way this weekend. And then, of course, you look at South Carolina and North Carolina State. How about North Carolina State? Both of their programs, men and women's, in the Final Four this weekend. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful, absolutely historic. Both of them, however, pretty big dogs. The women's 11.5-point dogs to South Carolina, who is undefeated, #1 team in the nation. Dawn Staley, come on down. How about her? She's been doing a damn good year this season. And then UConn, they're coming in as dogs against Iowa. They'll be 2.5-point dogs. Well, that's what it's opened at, 2.5 points. I don't know, man. Do I be a fool and keep betting against Caitlin Clark? It worked for me last year. I liked LSU last night. I like Paige Bucher's Miss Buckets, as I call her. I like this UConn team, man. I might jump down on this UConn money line. As far as South Carolina, North Carolina State goes, I feel like that's UConn in a women's body. How could you not lay the 11.5? Just lay the points. I mean, I'd go to sleep better at night laying the points and losing than I would the other way around. But man, it's exciting. Exciting Final Four in both men and women's. Minus 185 for UConn. I didn't see the number, but I was thinking instead of betting on both of these games, I could kind of just get the money line parlay and win in both. Maybe if it was plus 120, I was hoping. But of course, minus 185 for UConn to win the national championship right now. Purdue plus 190. Alabama plus 1,300. And then NC State plus 2. Wow. How many people are betting North Carolina State just because, just for funsies, as they like to say? Just for funsies. Let's look at tonight's games on the Diamond, baby. It's Tuesday. It's the 2nd of April. Not much that I like. Like I said, a lot of pitchers on. It's either the first pitch, the first night, the first game for the fifth or sixth guy. Excuse me. Let me get my words together. Write down this timestamp. Tonight, fifth or sixth guy in the rotation is getting their first start of the season, and we don't know what we're going to see. Or the guy who started the opening day game is getting their second start. A couple of guys who started off with bad ones, but I do think some of these guys could have a bounce back night. Of course, now I don't see anybody. Freeland for the Rockies. 0-1, 38.57 ERA in his first start. Absolutely abysmal. Freeland's a better pitcher than this. I think he's a lefty too. Like lefties against the Cubs, personally. But I don't know. I'm not going to bet on it. Eflin, he's taking on the Rangers tonight. He had a pretty rough outing his first go around this season. Will Zach Eflin bounce back to the guy he was last year? I think he was 11-2 or something. Or will he continue to struggle coming out of the gate? He's one of the guys I think can and will turn it around tonight. You got guys like Mikokolis for the Cardinals. I think he gets beat up, bruised, and abused. We'll talk about that more in a second here. Cortez for the Yankees. Can he bounce back? They'll be taking on Zach Gallen and the D-backs. Valdez for the Astros. He had a rough start opening day. Can he come back against an angry Blue Jays lineup that got no hits yesterday. Bello, he had a good, solid first game. Now you get the Athletics lineup. Go ahead and pitch a gym tonight. Get the Red Sox give them that performance, man. Go out there and give them a Pedro Martinez performance. Go out there and pitch 7, 1 hit, no runs, 7 strikeouts. This is the night to do it, man. A lot of hype around you the last few years. I would love to see Bello come out tonight and just absolutely dominate this Athletics lineup. The matchup I'm looking forward to the most tonight, talking about on the mound, Shane Bieber, old man Shane, taking on Louis Castillo, Guardians, Mariners. That's going to be a damn good game. Castillo didn't have the best start in his opening day. He's 0-1 with a ERA over 7. Shane Bieber, on the other hand, still 0-0-0 across the boards. I definitely think my boy Louis will come out and have a better start this go around for the Mariners. Give them a chance in this game. That's going to be a good ass ball game, people. Ashcraft for the Reds getting his first start of the season. Looking forward to seeing that. Who else? You got Heaney getting his first start of the season. That boy Andrew. This is a fun one for me. You get Reynaldo Lopez, which I don't know if the Braves are just going bullpen game today against the White Sox, or if they're actually trying to turn this kid into a starter. That would be exciting for his career. Watched him for a long time with the White Sox out of the bullpen. So I'm curious to see this. I think the White Sox will have some familiarity with him. I think the White Sox have a chance here to get their first win of the season. They got their quote unquote ace, I guess. He started the first game, 150 ERA, had a pretty good game against the Tigers on opening day. Um, Here's the Braves in your second start. But I don't know. Man, I don't think Lopez as a starter, and I'm sure they're gonna just do a bullpen day. I can't see him going more than 1 or 2, even 3 innings. But hopefully the White Sox can get to somebody, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fan rooting for a White Sox to get their first and damn win of the season. Do the Mets get their first win of the season? I don't think so. Casey Mize getting his first start of the season, the one-time prospect that's supposed to be great. Maybe he will be. Maybe this is the year he turns it around. Here's the horrible, stinking, hot, booty Mets. And the Tigers are plus 112 tonight. I do not hate that. I do not hate it. Scared of it, but I don't hate it. I don't know. It's a few bets tonight. I'm just not taking, man. Staying away from. I think the Phillies need to get a game where the offense just wakes up. Here's Ashcraft on the mound. The Reds are 3-1. Phillies 1-3. I mean, do teams can? How long will teams continue to stay hot? Brewers undefeated. I like them today. They're plus money against the Twins. Not plus money. They're minus 116 on the money line. Um, just a funky day. Like I said, the fifth or sixth day starters always shakes and bakes me up a little bit. Orioles, Royals. I don't trust anything enough today to really pull the trigger on. Kind of like the Marlins, but I think they're favored by too much. Uh, the whole world can't be thinking this is Marlins day. I think like I just said, White Sox plus 184, something to pull the trigger on. Red Sox, Alex Wood, does he bounce back after his first start? I don't know. Here's the Red Sox lineup with their ace, their young ace on the mound against the Athletics. How do you not bet the run line? I'm gonna throw that in the bet slip right now. Add it to the bets. Just talk myself into it. Gallon at home against the Yankees. I do not bet against streaks. I will not bet against the Yankees at 5-0 out of spite. I would just watch this game as a fan and enjoy the performance that either one of these guys put on. And then you got Logan Webb taking the start for the Giants. Makes me think they're dangerous tonight. Dodgers yet to announce their starter. So just kind of waiting on that one right there. Dodgers still minus 146 on the money line. Run line is plus 136. The total's 8.5, and we don't even know who's starting. I don't know. Feels like one of those days where the Giants get some. Where the Giants get them. Get them. It's captain by a hook, baby. Let's do it. Let's get to it. I started the show with one bet, added the Red Sox, so now I got two bets. Go ahead and give y'all the bets, even though y'all know one of them right now. A little quick show on a Tuesday. How you love that? Little quick show on a Tuesday, baby. This is Captain by a hook. I need somebody, anybody, hit me with the horns. Yes, sir. I think I'm losing my voice. For real. What the heck? Anyway, jumping into these games, two late ones tonight. I'm talking 8:40 Central Time. These are the type of games you don't know if you won till the next morning. Because who the hell staying up till midnight to watch them? Anyway, give me the Cardinals. Padres. Oh, gotcha. Huh? Give me the over on this game. Over. Lord, have mercy. I did lose my voice. Give me over 7.5 Cardinals. Padres. Lord. Cardinals, Padres. Over. 7.5. I think both of these lineups have a pretty good night. You got Michaelis for the Cardinals. Yeah. Give me the Padres tearing his ass up. And then let me get you Darvish getting touched up a little bit by the Cardinals and the Cardinals getting to the bullpen. I like this over tonight. I think both of these offenses kind of waking up. 6-2 game last night. I think we get both of these teams getting over 4 tonight. Give me the over 7.5 on the Padres and the Cardinals. Also, as great as you Darvish is, he's not one of those aces that I'm just scared to take an over on. I don't. He gets touched up too much for me to give him the pass of he's going to pitch a shutout. It's 5-6 innings. Cardinals can get to him and get 2 or 3 on the board while he's out there. And then the Red Sox. We just talked about it. Bello, young ace. Red Sox lineup. Alex Wood struggling. A's trash. Red Sox on the road. Every reason I could think of tells me to bet the Red Sox tonight. Give me the Boston Red Sox on the road on the run line. Minus 1.5 plus 112. Little even money bet kind of. Just ain't got, they paying you the vig. Nah, you ain't got to pay them the vig. No juice on it, baby. That's how we like it round here. Yes, sir. Man, wonderful Tuesday. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful baseball season ahead of us. And I'm looking forward to it. Right here on Captain by a Hook with the Red Beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful Tuesday, 75 degrees and cloudy. It's the 2nd of April in the 93rd day of the year 2024, baby. Hope everybody has a beautiful day. Please take all of these wagers at your own risk and please, please gamble responsibly. Dobbs.